Good morning, Supervisors Modi, Rickert, and Commenti. In a few minutes, you will be served an official notice of intent to be recalled. This recall is a course correction for Shasta County. It is not a witch hunt. It is a necessary performance appraisal. As leadership in this county during 2020, your position has been critically assessed, and you are being held accountable by us, the citizens. The reason for a recall is as follows. First, a betrayal of public trust. These supervisors didn't defend our county from state government overreach. They bowed to Governor Newsom, a known corrupt, lawless politician, for county funding. They then used that CARES funding, over $18 million, for county programs over businesses by 6-1, indebting us to the state indefinitely for these new programs. As recently as last month, Supervisors Modi, Rickert, and Commenti failed a motion to terminate our local state of emergency. For over 1 year, they have failed to assert local control. Second, a need for fundamental change. For too long, our supervisors have operated without critical oversight by its citizens. Our board has been irresponsible with taxpayer money, directing it to be used in inefficient county programs like administration. These supervisors have not held Dr. Karen Ramstrom and Director Donnell Ewert accountable for mismanagement during this pandemic, including their oversight of a bloated HHS department of over $200 million, making up over 50% of the entire county budget. To prove the inadequacy of our Health and Human Services Department, we must only acknowledge this, that the parameters dictated to our county by the state were unbefitting and ill-suited for our county. Then note, these state mandates have been perpetuated for over a year by our health departments as sanctioned by these supervisors, causing lasting detriment to our businesses, our community, our elderly, and our children. Third, this is a last resort. We cannot afford to wait to elect new representation. We cannot risk another round of shutdowns, business closures, and school closures. We must have supervisors that will actively protect our county from state overreach, that will secure our rights to operate our businesses, schools, and churches as we see fit, and that will be proactive and innovative in their approach to return government to its smaller, proper role in this county. This is not personal. This is responsible citizenship. These supervisors have performed poorly at reflecting the will of the residents of Shasta County. Therefore, a recall has become necessary to determine which supervisors continue to enjoy the support of their community and which ones need to be replaced. It's time to restore reasonable, representative, and accountable government in Shasta County for ourselves and our future generations. All in favor of a recall, say aye. Aye! Thank you.
Thank you. Can we go to the phone lines now? Once the applause subsides, we'll go to the phone lines. Just wait here. Just wait till the applause dies.
My name is Tim Saunders. I'm a resident of District 1. Supervisor Joe Clementi. Pursuant to the provisions of the California Election Code, the undersigned, registered, qualified voters of District 1, County of Shasta, State of California, hereby give notice that we are the proponents of a recall petition and that we intend to seek your recall and removal from the office of Supervisor in District 1, County of Shasta, State of California, and demand an election of a successor for that office. Removing Joe Clementi is a course correction for Shasta County. The grounds for the proposed recall are as follows. He has betrayed public trust. He didn't defend our county from state government overreach. He bowed to Governor Newsom, a lawless politician, for county funding. He capitulated to the state, failing to fulfill his oath to secure our rights to choose safety for ourselves. As chair, he voted against terminating our local emergency order, causing long-term detriment to our businesses and our children. 2, the need for fundamental change. He has been irresponsible with taxpayer money, approving its use for bloated, inefficient county programs, and accepting CARES funding, which has indebted our county to new programs and positions unsustainable by local taxpayers. He did not support a motion that would have given 50% of CARES funding to local businesses. 3, this is a last resort. With Clementi as chair of the board, we cannot afford to wait until 2022 to elect new representation. This recall is an expose of Clementi's disregard for the Constitution and his inability to act on behalf of community leaders, parents, doctors, nurses, teachers, and experts that have petitioned for local control. Rational decision making, we must return to reasonable, representative, and accountable local government for ourselves and future generations.
I understand.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Chair, we do have another caller on the line.
Okay, we'll take another caller now.
Speaker with the phone number ending in 6709. If you could please introduce yourself if you would. Please introduce yourself if you would, and you will have 3 minutes to speak. Please go ahead.
Thank you. This is Elizabeth Betancourt. I'm out in Happy Valley. And, sorry, I'm getting a little bit of there we go. Reverberation there. Elizabeth Betancourt out in Happy Valley. I appreciate the opportunity to speak today. Thank you. I'm here speaking in support for our Board of Supervisors and their compliance with COVID restrictions. The elected official's basic responsibility is to keep people safe. Compliance with COVID protocols has helped to keep all of us, including our most vulnerable, safe. Not just the elderly, but also those who have immunodeficiencies, young, who are not able to be protected in public spaces, which are for everyone. Previous speakers saying that this isn't personal belies the violent statements and actions voiced by a number of members of the recall group. So the statement that it isn't personal is not accurate, and it's insulting, and as the previous caller said, uncivil in our civil society. Public funding really should be spent responsibly, not on a recall campaign that will cost hundreds of thousands of our tax dollars. One of the previous speakers said, we talked about irresponsible spending by supervisors, they claim. This recall campaign would be the most irresponsible use of public funds in our county, which are very short for our rural counties when we don't have the big populations of more urban spaces. My family has lost friends and members of our family. We know COVID is real, and Supervisors Modi, Clementi, and Rickard are acting in the best interest of the vast majority of Shasta County citizens. Whether they're speaking here today or not, the vast majority of Shasta County citizens understand COVID is real and understand the need for shutdowns and the need for being careful and being masked in public. I support you, Supervisors Clementi, Rickard, and Modi. I appreciate your work in the interest of all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'd just like to say, I can appreciate you're hearing things that you don't agree with. I can intimately relate. But out of respect, could you just be quiet? Because I listen to you, we listen to you, I'd like to listen to them. It's important that everybody, again, I repeat, everybody get heard. So thank you, I appreciate your emotion, but if you can just maintain composure, it's greatly appreciated. Next speaker, please.
How is it that they get to speak before the people in line?
We're alternating, and you can address that at public comment. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Melissa Magana, District 1. As we saw Tim serve Joe Clementi his papers, I am now asking the Chair Clementi I request on behalf of the proponents that you allow for a short recess of this meeting to allow them to serve the notice of intent to Supervisors Rickard and Modi without disruption to the meeting. I also kindly request for a supervisor and a deputy to accompany the proponents to the offices for the well-being of all parties involved. That is an ask.
Will you do it?
Thank you. I think Supervisor Modi is off site, so that may be difficult to do. And I don't know, Mr. Cruz is, I'm certainly comfortable with letting you have a few minutes and to serve me. I just don't know that you'll be able to serve.
Is Mary Rickard here?
Mary?
Woman up!
Please let her answer. Mary?
Your microphone is off, Mary.
Yeah.
They have to push mute, unmute right there. If Mary Rickard is in her office and if she is present here today, I ask that you have a deputy accompany the proponent to serve her notice of intent.
Mary, would you like to have them come to you, or you want to come down here? What would be most comfortable for you?
That's fine.
There, she's on now.
No, she's muted again. Mary Rickard, can you hear us?
I'm so not convinced they hear me.
I can't now.
They would like to serve you personally. There's two options. And I guess the third would be they could send it certified mail. They can come upstairs with a deputy and serve you. You may come downstairs and maintain a reasonable distance if you're uncomfortable. And they can serve you, whatever would be your pleasure.
I'm not at the administration building, so probably certified mail would be the most appropriate method.
Okay, and I do believe, and I'll defer to Mr. Cruz, I do believe that is an appropriate medium, so that I will ask that those two you can send to certified mail. You can certainly, I will take a minute recess and you can present me personally.
And then also ask this.
Can
Chair
you,
Clemente, I'm
can-
present today, Ruben Cruz, County Council. Yes, the information you provided is accurate. Can be done either by personal service or certified mail. And it's within your discretion as to whether or not you wish to take a recess during this meeting.
I am not anticipating it'll take you very long to serve me the papers, so I don't know that we need a recess. We'll just take the length of time it's necessary for you to hand me the papers.
Yes.
Very good.
We're asking if Ruben Cruz can accept the NOIs on behalf of Rickard and Modi as proof of service.
No, I cannot.
Okay, thank you.
The attorney should be able to.
Mr. Cruz, can Mr. Pontus accept?
No, he cannot.
Okay, so I'm going to put my mask on. I'll walk over to the end and you may present me.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Clemente,
Yes,
your service.
I've been served. Thank you.
Okay, with that, I will say we will continue on. And do we have anybody on the phone?
Next speaker will be the phone number ending in 0122. Please introduce yourself if you would. You have 3 minutes. Please go ahead. Just go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. And excuse me, I know you guys were all in line, but I called. So I just want to get
So hello, my name is Rebecca. It's me on the phone.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
Would you like me to hang up or something?
Yeah, you can hang up and speak to us.
I just wanted to make a point. That,
Okay, well, hang on. Let's end that. We have the speaker in chamber. So
Thank you.
go ahead and let's just restart the 3
I was on
minutes.
the phone less than 5 minutes. I've been here this whole time, and these people have all, like people have said earlier, have taken off work and taken away time from their families. And they're here in person, not like cowards showing their face. Not everybody can show up, so I'm not calling everybody that's not here a coward, because a lot of people have work and responsibilities that they have to tend to. But these people showed up and have waited in line for a very long time. And I've sat here and watched them, and I was just curious. I wonder how long it takes for these people who just call in from the comfort of their own home or from work or from wherever they're at or in their living rooms, not on the premises, how long it would take for them to get through and cut. How did that feel? You guys all stood in line. I just called outside.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
And got right through. This is why you're being recalled. Yes. This right here. And you have your friends, you're at home or wherever you're at, on your phones, texting your friends to call in support of you and cutting in line from us. That's not right. Cutting in line, calling your homies to come support you, okay?
Not your turn.
And not giving everyone here that's taken off time from work, showed up, parked, and here physically to give their time and their effort and their energy. And you know what? For people to call in and start trashing us and you guys to call us radicals, is anybody here violent? There are children here. We are respectful, freedom-loving patriots. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a hard worker, and I'm a patriot. I'm not a violent radical. I support the Constitution, I support this recall, and it's bullcrap that you guys are hiding behind your screens, just like I called you out a few weeks ago, hiding behind your screens. And the people calling in support of you are the same cowards that you are, calling on a phone trying to talk crap about us because they're too afraid to show up in person, say it to our face.
Yep. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have another speaker on the phone, please?
Chair, yes.
Okay.
Our next speaker will be the phone number.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Be quiet. The speaker on the phone will speak next. Go ahead.
Please introduce your would, and you have 3 minutes. Please go ahead.
Is anybody here? Very respectful.
Oh, I think we have a delay. Chair.
I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a hard worker, and I'm a patriot. I'm not a violent. Like I called you on a few weeks ago, hiding behind your screen.
Caller, you can go ahead and speak.
You're the same cowards that you are. Keep on calling, trying to talk crap about us. Because they're too afraid to
Christine,
show up.
cue up the next caller and I'll have the in-chamber person speak now. Next person in chamber.